Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just chilling today. I'm on my bed, clearly. And you know what? I haven't done like a random, taggy, old school YouTube video in such a long time. And you know what? Kind of want to just go back to basics today and do something different. And although there are a lot of OG members of the Fearless Tribe here, some of you guys might be new and you might not know me that well. So even if you are an OG member of the Fearless Tribe, a lot of these are probably going to be things that you don't know about me. They're going to be super random. I thought this would just be really fun to do. So today I'm going to be doing 50 random facts about me because you know what? I was really bored in my bed the other night and I pulled out my notes section, which is such a very like personal thing on someone's phone. Like, tell me right now in the comments, is your notes section just full of secrets? Not secrets, but just like a lot about your personal life. Like, I have a lot of video ideas in here. I have a lot of things I need to remember in here. Notes are no joke. I'm gonna go to my notes. Look at all of these. Let's see if I actually like stick to the ones I wrote down or if I'm gonna like wing it a little bit. I'm just gonna go through these. Don't know how much this I'm gonna edit. Let's just do it. Number one, my favorite secret snack is from 7-Eleven. It's probably like my low-key most favorite, most delicious thing. It is the taquitos from 7-Eleven. They are so good. The one I get, I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like chicken and cheese and it's just so good. It's so bad for you, I'm sure, but it's so good. 5th grade, I got pneumonia and broke my arm at the exact same time. I was in the hospital for pneumonia with a broken arm a few weeks before I had broken my arm playing soccer. This video is gonna be really long, so I'm like explaining things, but I thought it'd be fun to do. I was not a real soccer player. I tripped on the ball on the sideline. I was mostly a goalie because I was chubby and I hated to run. But I had a broken arm, my left arm, so thankfully I could use my right arm, my dominant hand, and then I got pneumonia really bad and I actually got admitted into the hospital for it. And I remember I needed an IV and they couldn't get it in my right arm. And my left arm was like my good IV arm. It was such a mess. Number 3, I auditioned for American Idol when I was 16 years old. A lot of people don't know that about me. My grandma took me. It was a good time. Side note, the girl in front of me sang the song I was planning on singing. I was planning on singing At Last by Etta James, and she sang it and she didn't make it. So I panicked and I sang the national anthem, which I wasn't prepared for, and I didn't hit the high note properly. I was so nervous. It didn't go that well. Number 4, my grandma's name is the same as my middle name. Or my middle name is the same as my grandma's name. I used to go out and puddle jump with my mom when I was a child. We did this thing called puddle jumping, and every time it rained like a lot, we'd go around our neighborhood and like dance in the rain and like jump in puddles, and it was really fun. It was like one of my most favorite memories from when I was a child. My mom and I had so much fun together. I can rewatch The Office over and over and over and never get sick of it. I am watching it for the 3rd time right now and I just never get sick of it. It's my favorite show. And the same goes for Sex and the City. I think I've seen every single episode of Sex and the City like 43 times. Who else? I feel like it's a thing. Whenever it's on like E or whatever channel, I watch it every single time and it never gets old. I like to avoid problems and hope that they go away on their own. I'm a very non-confrontational person. It's a problem. Number 9, I love being in the water. Swimming is like my favorite thing in the world. If I could be a mermaid, I would. I love swimming. I could spend forever in the water. Being underwater, I wish I could breathe underwater. I love swimming. Any form, any body of ocean, water, pond, lake, pool. Preferably a pool, maybe an ocean with waves. Chub rub is my worst enemy. Buffalo chicken is the key to my heart, especially buffalo chicken pizza. I have been in love twice. I love traveling so much and I'm so blessed to be able to travel as much as I do, especially for my job, but it gives me so much anxiety. It's slowly gotten better over the years, especially recently because I've had more practice traveling, but my anxiety on like planes and is so extreme, and I think that's why the last thing that happened when I got stuck at the airport, like it was so bad because my anxiety is crazy. And I actually have a lot of anxiety. I've never been diagnosed, I don't know, but I feel like I sit with anxiety a lot. Like last night I just could not sleep. I woke up in the middle of the night and just felt anxious and I didn't have reason. If you have anxiety, you know that feeling where it's just like it sits in your chest almost and you're just like, you can't pinpoint this uneasiness inside of you, and it's the most stressful feeling because it's so out of your control and you can't really calm down. should probably see a doctor about that. My closet is almost always a mess. I go through phases where I clean it throughout the year. I do like a big closet clean out, but you know what? It just never stays organized ever. Online shopping is both the best and worst thing that has ever happened to me. Also, I stutter a lot, yes. 16, I like to take drives by myself. I love taking drives alone. I have a really hard time forgetting things that have upset me or that people say to me. Like, I always remember things that I felt like some weird, intense emotion or nothing at all. Like, nothing in between. I either remember the worst or best things ever or like the most random things. I don't forget what people say. Like, it sticks, especially when it hits me a certain way. I don't know if that makes sense. That was a random thing to say. I'm very random. My family is my rock. They are like my solid people. Like, I rely on my family so much, like emotionally, physically, whatever. I feel so naked without false eyelashes on. And you guys know I tried to get eyelash extensions and it went badly. So I have to wear false lashes and I just feel so naked without them. Once you start, like, you can't stop. Number 20, I used to hate my thighs so much to the point where I literally didn't wear shorts at all in the summer. Like, I didn't wear dresses or shorts. Like, I hated my legs, especially in bathing suits. Like, summer was dreaded for me. I hated my thighs so much. And now I don't care. I love my legs. I have an addiction to candles. Bath & Body Works is my best friend. I have 2 tattoos. I might get one more, I'm not sure. I have a little peace sign here. I got it when I was 16. It was my first tattoo. And then on my shoulder here, I have a quote that has to do with my father. My first car was also my grandma's car. She promised it to me forever. And when I turned 16, she gave it to me. And I drove it for like, oh my God, how many years? Let's think. I drove it for 6 or 7 years and it's so old. It's like a 1997 Toyota. I drove it for 6 or 7 years and I just bought my car last year and I gave my old grandma's car to my cousin and she still drives it. If you take good care of a Toyota, they will last forever. Number 24, I drink Diet Coke every single day pretty much, and you don't need to shame me about it because I already know the facts. Thank you. I watch every single Steve Harvey show. Every single one. I don't think there's one show he has on that I am not watching. You can look at my DVR. I have proof. Sometimes I don't want to do his laundry so badly that I will just buy more underwear or leggings. I tripped and fell when I was 2 years old and I have stitches on my bottom lip. I fell down some stairs on Mother's Day and I can still feel where the stitches were. I busted open my bottom lip because your girl has been clumsy since toddler times. So I had braces for 3 years and literally all my teeth have practically moved again. And now I'm doing invisible aligners because you know what? My teeth have moved and it was a waste. Like, my retainer doesn't even work. It just doesn't work. I played Mrs. Claus in my school Christmas pageant. What does that say about me? I was chubby and adorable with rosy cheeks. I don't know. Shane Dawson is my favorite YouTuber. Thumbs up for Cheeto and Uno. So I am deathly afraid of tornadoes because in elementary school, I don't remember what age, I had a sick day. I spent it at my grandma's and on ABC Family, a safe channel, they played the movie Twister and it scarred me for life. And now, like, whenever there's a thunderstorm or the sky gets kind of green, I freak out and think there's gonna be a tornado and I get so much anxiety, even though Massachusetts is not a common place for tornadoes. I still get scared. Number 32, I hate letting people down. When I was younger, I used to never be able to say no to people. Like, it was such a problem. I remember being young and I would go shopping with my grandma that I wasn't super close with on my dad's side. And she'd pick out clothes for me, and I remember, like, if something just, I didn't like it at all, I couldn't even say no. Like, that sticks out in my mind. I don't know why. I just couldn't say no, and I'm slowly learning to take care of myself. Sorry, there's kids outside playing. I've come to learn. I think they're kids. Hopefully that's not adults screaming, but they sound like kids. Number 33, I hate big crowds. Moving to Boston has been very difficult for me because it's very crowded now, especially in the summer, and I'm like in the heart of the city. I don't do well in big crowds. I get a lot of anxiety. When I was younger, I could like not go anywhere with crowds. It just is like concerts, places with a lot of people. My heart races like, ooh. claustrophobic too. Like I just feel like stuck like on airplanes when I'm in even any seat, but especially the middle seat, but any seat when you're just in this confined space with so many people. Whew, I think that's probably part of my travel anxiety. Number 34, I love singing so much. As you guys know, like I said, I auditioned for American Idol, and I actually have my first EP coming out later this year. Hopefully early fall it will be coming out. I'm so excited. I've been working on it. I want to finish it over the summer. And I'm just really excited to have an EP coming out because it's been like a dream of mine. I like love singing, and whenever I do covers, you guys seem to like them. So I'm excited. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. I am a college dropout. And it was the best thing I've ever done, actually. Following my heart and pursuing a job in like the cosmetology industry. I dropped out of college after a couple years, and I ended up going to cosmetology school. I didn't love doing hair, but I loved makeup. I worked at MAC for a while, then I transitioned into YouTube full time, and it's been the best thing I've ever done. I'm so happy. Follow your heart. College doesn't always mean success. You can find success through other ways of life. I think we're all learning as we get older, and that society is progressing, that like college isn't the only way to live a successful life. And how do you define success? Do you define it like money? Do you define it through happiness? I think success should be that you're happy in your everyday life and you don't hate waking up every morning and dread going to your job, because you know what? Even if you have a job that makes you millions of dollars, if you're unhappy every day, what is the point of that money? You need to follow your heart. I wish, I don't know, I wish I could give you guys all the love and support that my mom gave me when I did it, because she's just been so supportive, and like I couldn't have done it without her support, because I can't imagine having to like do something that like just got a really shocking text. Oh my god. My best friend is texting. I just lost my whole train of thought because what my best friend just texted me. Whew. I wouldn't have been able to leave college without my mom's support and like follow my heart, because she's always encouraged me to follow my heart, which is amazing. And I know not everyone has that kind of support from their family and friends, but listen to me right now as your friend here on the interwebs. Just know that like following your heart is the best thing you can do. Like if you have a passion or a calling and something is calling to you, please pursue it. Like there's this song called You Are a Tourist, and it's by Death Cab for Cutie, and it's like if you have a burning in your heart and endless yearning in your heart, build it bigger than the sun. Like just go and do what makes you happy. Follow your heart. Like I'm getting corny. I gotta move along to the next one. Number 36. I have my cosmetology license after I dropped out of college. 37. I did theater for most of my childhood. I was in, I had one big role once. I was the wife / queen in The Emperor's New Clothes, and I had one funny line. And when I made that audience laugh, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be an actress. I wanna be an actress. For the longest time, I wanted to move to LA and like be an actress. That dream kind of faded. Like still a small part of me is like, I want to act. I love acting. Number 38, I wrote, I used to want to be an actress. Okay, there it is. 39, I have had over a dozen hair colors in my lifetime. If you've been watching me for a while, on the internet, I've probably shown my red hair. I did like Cruella de Vil, half black, half blonde. I've done brown on camera, blonde, platinum. That's like 5 alone just on the internet. But before that, I used to do like fun colors. That was a good time. Number 40, I have always liked Josh more than Drake. I have never smoked marijuana. It's just never appealed to me, but I don't care if people do. My grandpa and I still bond over SpongeBob. Like, I've actually walked into my grandparents' house and he had it on alone. Like, he was just in there watching SpongeBob alone. It's the cutest thing. Number 43, I have super oily skin. I used to hate breakfast food so much, and now I love it. Well, like, I don't love it, but I like it. Like, my mom and I would go out to this one breakfast place when I was a kid, and like my mom knew the owners, and they'd always like make me like a lunchtime thing for breakfast, even when they weren't serving lunch yet, because I didn't like breakfast. Number 45, I put ketchup on way too many things, and 46 says also ranch dressing. Those are like my 2 main condiments. Number 47, French manicures make me feel beautiful. Like channeling my like middle school self. I actually had lap band surgery when I was 16, and I lost a lot of weight on it, and then I got it removed. I love pillows. I cannot have enough pillows. Like in my old apartment, I like swapped out pillows all the time. I haven't really done that in this new apartment yet, but like I love pillows, decorative pillows. What is it about pillows? And I'm gonna end it on a corny note because you know me, I have to. I'm a really corny person. That can be number 50. But like, I am just so thankful to be able to do this for my job. I'm so thankful for you guys. I couldn't do it without you guys. Your love and support means so much, and I just feel really blessed, and I just can't believe this is my job and that I get to do this full time, and that you guys are there and supportive, and we just have this awesome online family, and the Fearless Tribe is strong, and I love you guys so much. I'm feeling very emotional. Fact number 51, I'm gonna get my period really soon, so I'm gonna like pull back here before I start crying. But you know what? I love you guys. Sending you all hugs. Hug the screen. We huggin'. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I love you guys a bunch, and I thought this would be kind of fun and different rather than just like a makeup tutorial or a haul, vlogs, but like, I don't know, these are kind of fun to do every once in a while. I also want to say this, I feel like I never say this in videos. I have a podcast out now. I've been doing it for a couple months. It's on SoundCloud, and it's an advice podcast. You guys can write me in your stories or questions that you need advice on. A lot of people write in like a story and they're like, what do I do? You can send your questions to astoldbyalex@yahoo.com. You can listen to the podcast on SoundCloud. There's an app you can get on your phone, or you can listen on the computer on soundcloud.com. It's free. As Told by Alex. I'll link it down below. Go and subscribe to the podcast. Just follow me on SoundCloud. And because I just love doing it, and you guys who do listen love it. So I just want to make sure everyone knows about it because I haven't really mentioned it on camera before. So if any of you made it to the end, if you made it to the end, comment something weird, because I just want to know who makes it to the end. I'm so curious if people make it to the end. Comment podcast. Just comment podcast, because that's the last thing I said. Okay, cool. So listen to the podcast, link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.